Hey everybody, it's TR here, coming to you kamikaze style, just like KHTV. And if I were to park, I'd be coming to you just like Higher Point of View. Anyway, today was a big day. The initial 53 was set for all NFL teams. And obviously the Packers just got down to that 53 player limit. There were a few surprises in there, mild surprises, I should say. Obviously, a lot of people were clamoring for Goodson to make the squad over Patrick Taylor, and it was quite interesting to see Patrick Taylor was also cut. So that correlates with some of the reports and feelings you've been getting out of camp that the Packers are going to go with just 2 running backs on the initial 53, and that they would have a few running backs on the practice squad that they would elevate until Kylan Hill is back ready to play. Another mild surprise was the release of Winfrey and keeping Samori Toure. Now I can see this as an interesting development. I think what we're seeing here is the Packers going with upside and potential over Winfrey, who has been in the system for a few years and just has had some bad luck with some injuries. But again, looks like the Packers are going to keep 7 receivers. But this is a completely fluid situation. Obviously, as other teams make their cuts and the Packers have the opportunity to perhaps sign someone else's cast-offs or bring in another veteran, especially at the wide receiver position. We'll see if Toure remains on the 53-man roster. We saw a few other favorites cut. Heflin from the defensive line, and I believe Caleb Jones, the offensive lineman, that the Mammoth guy, who everyone was pretty excited to see his potential. But keep in mind that this is, as I said, a completely fluid situation. Things are going to be changing in the coming days, and things will be changing throughout the entire season. The Packers are going to be making moves just about every week, and every week they're going to be bringing in players for workouts. This is regular business of the NFL. The bottom half of the roster is constantly churning. So the players that were released today were obviously on that bottom half of the roster. So although a lot of people might moan and cry a little bit that their favorite player was cut or released, hey, like I said, they're on the bottom half of the roster. We're all armchair GMs at this time of year. We like to think we know what we're talking about with football, but the fact of the matter is, the Green Bay Packer organization, the front office, and the coaching staff combined have hundreds and hundreds of years of experience working with players and football teams. They are going to know so much more than any of us will ever know. So there's a lot that we don't see on a day-to-day basis. And in fact, the regular reporters don't even get to see a lot of the practices. They don't get to see the day in, day out. They don't know what these players' work habits are, their study habits are, their motivation level. Do they gel personally with other people on the team? If there's one thing you can count on with the Green Bay Packers, is that they bring in players that fit the system, not only football-wise, but from a personality standpoint. This is really important because Green Bay is a really small town. It's not a really small town, about 150 to 200,000 people. It's not really small, but from NFL standards, it is tiny. There isn't a whole hell of a lot to do there. So they need the type of player that is going to be comfortable in that environment, They need a player who's going to dedicate their life to football and not worry about all the ancillary stuff. You know, if you do your job, you become a star in the league, all the riches will come to you. You will get the TV commercials. You will get all the attention that the Aaron Rodgers of the world get. But first and foremost, it's about football. It's about team. So let's all chill out. We know that this is just the initial roster, and a lot is going to be changing over the next few days, and of course over the next year. So I just got home. I got my groceries ready, and family's ready to eat. So are the Packers. Let's get it going. Thanks for watching. Go Pack!
Don't be a little bit.
Don't be a little bit.
Don't be a little bit.
You're
It's
going
not that
uphill
hard.
too.
Stay inside the hole and just go in.